Okay, good morning, folks. Today is a good day because I'm picking up the '03 Cobra and very excited. Very excited to show you guys. God damn it. Okay, so I was very excited to show you guys picking up my '03 Terminator Cobra, but as you'll notice from the clips in the rest of this video, it did not go exactly as planned. So you guys enjoy this little walk around, and I'm gonna have to narrate the rest of this video. Okay, so up until this point in the video, everything was going fine. We'd made the trip down to Houston to pick up the car, so it was about 2.5, 3 hours away from Austin. Picked up the car, paid for it, went to the Capital One Bank, as you saw in the video. The exhaust, by the way, is a Bassani catless X-pipe, Bassani catback exhaust system. I'll look into more of the details and give you guys a full exhaust review later on. But again, everything was going fine up until I needed to fill up on gas before going home. I did notice that driving around just in Houston downtown, there were some issues with the fuel consumption. I was getting pretty much like 1 mile or maybe 2 miles to the gallon. And so the fuel consumption and miles per gallon was abysmal. And I finally noticed what the actual problem was once I filled up the car with gas. So as you guys can probably understand, I was extremely mad when this happened, and this is probably the last thing you want to see when you first purchase a car, not specifically the gas issue pouring out of the tank. Basically the issue here was a fuel filler neck that had gone bad and the grommet was bad. Basically you need to replace the whole thing. That requires pretty much putting the car up on a lift and making sure that there's no other leaks in the fuel system, as that's pretty dangerous and it's flammable when the fuel is pouring everywhere when you're driving around. But I was definitely concerned about driving this thing back to Austin. And to make a long story short, I don't actually have the car with me right now because the car had to stay in Houston where I purchased it, as I had to drive it to a shop pretty close to where this happened to get that fuel filler neck replaced. And unfortunately, the part wasn't readily available. And so they had to take it in and work on that once the part had arrived. So this is part one of picking up my '03 Terminator Cobra. I'm going to obviously go back to Houston to pick up the car from the shop and get a couple other things done. There's plenty of parts that I've planned on ordering for the car before we go back to Houston to pick up the car. And so, I've been trying to look on the bright side of things, and I think the bright side is that Houston's pretty fun and has some pretty good food, and so we'll get to go back there again and have some good food. But definitely not the most fun experience that I've had, especially during that day. I was very stressed out and a lot of anxiety around not having the car, driving it back to Austin the same day and leaving it at a shop for an extended period of time. But once again, this is part one of two of picking up my '03 Cobra, and stay tuned for the next part of this video where I'll actually go and pick up the car, give you guys some better clips of the exhaust and picking up the car in general, give you guys a better take on what's going on with the car. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.